New tonight, a Cameron County official and his staff filed complaints against DPS agents. This comes after they were involved in a 2016 bribery investigation. CBS 4's Abril Preciado spoke to the attorney representing the official and tells us more.
We will continue forward and continue to take care of our citizens of this county the way we've been doing for the last 28 years.
This is how Cameron County Tax Assessor Collector Tony Zaguirre responded days after he and 5 of his employees were arrested for corruption charges in January of 2016 in a bribery investigation called Operation Dirty Deeds. It's a 2-year DPS investigation that accused Izaguirre and his staff of taking bribes and other charges. The charges against Izaguirre and his employees were dropped after the jury found him not guilty on February of 2017. But Izaguirre claims his name, his family, and his staff's reputation has been tainted and is now taking matters in his own hands.
We feel that the actions of the investigator that was leading this investigation border on criminal actions in the way he handled his work here. And we would like for an independent agency to investigate him, and that's what we're requesting. That's what we've asked for.
In October, attorney Eddie Lucio filed complaints against 2 DPS agents on behalf of his client Izaguirre and his 5 employees.
It has to do with his arrest, with the arrest of his employees, and with the charging everybody with felony indictments. It has to do with the threats that were levied upon them, the coercion that they were forced to endure. So we've incorporated all that into the complaints, and we're asking that he be investigated further.
In a letter obtained by CBS 4, attorney Lucio wrote to DPS stating in part, quote, "Our reputation are one of the most important aspects of who we are. Officers who have no regard of the consequences of their bad acts of fellow citizens must be held accountable." Adding, all of above individuals were handcuffed, jailed, and faced a combined total of 40 felony charges. All were innocent and none were convicted. However, the damages they sustained is irreparable, end quote. DPS then responded stating, quote, "The Office of Inspector General is committed to addressing complaints against members of the department. You may be contacted during the course of the investigation and should receive a letter upon the resolution of your complaint," end quote.
The way he behaved in this case, for example, he exhibited a pattern in behavior, not just with Mr. Zaguirre, but with several other people also. And we hope, if criminal charges are not filed against him, that at a minimum, that he will hopefully learn his lesson not to do this again.
If the complaint is sustained, the accused DPS agents can face a formal written reprimand, time without pay, and demotion, among other consequences. In Brownsville with complete Valley coverage, Abril Preciado, CBS 4 Valley Tonight.
CBS 4 reached out to Izaguirre directly, and he tells us he's filing the complaint to clear his name and that of his employees. We will continue to follow this story as it develops.